What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, Kendrick, now here, back again with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Back at it again, episode 5 of the Beneath the Surface podcast with yours truly. And again, I am solo dolo. And man, I got a good show for you guys. I got a good episode for you guys. And, I spoke about it in my fourth episode, my last episode, where, I was just speaking about, where I am relationship wise and what I want in a partner and all those, good things. And the topic, well, I guess the title of this episode is Finding Love, right? Finding that one, finding that person that is going to carry the flagship and carry the mantle of McKnight and continue that legacy. And of course, with kids coming along, and you know that would be awesome. That's my dream, man. Having kids, having a family, having a wife, and having that structure of family, right? Because I know what it's like to live with mom and stay with dad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my kids to live in an environment where there is dysfunction, right? They could wake up in the mornings and mom and dad is right there and they're happy. They're not just there in sake of the kids. The mom and dad are happy together and willing to take on this cruel life together and teaching these kids the values, the morals, the ethics, the respect that it takes to walk these paths in this crazy life, and that is the picture perfect lifestyle that I want to live eventually. You know what I'm saying? So finding love, um, it's it's been a journey for me along the way, and a lot of hurt, a lot of broken hearts, come that has came my way, but it's all good. It's all part of the journey. It's all a part of eventually, getting and finding that person, and finding someone that gets you. And so, yeah, I got a quick topics, for you guys, questionnaires and ideas of like who I am as a partner and what I personally bring to the table, right? And so the first thing I have here is like, how do I love? How does Kendrick like love? And speaking about like my love languages and just what I personally value in a connection with someone. Um, in order from number 1 to 5, my love languages are words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time. Um, Fourth is receiving gifts. No, acts of service, then receiving gifts. I mean, receiving gifts is cool, you know. Maybe I need to put that forth because I've always had that mindset of like it's your world and I'm just living in it. So you don't need to buy me anything. Like I will spoil you. But it's also important to be okay with your partner doing stuff for you, you know. I've always had that mindset for a long time. Always wanting to just care to a female. And that's not the way it should go, right? It should have that mutual respect. It should have that mutual um spoiledness on like you do stuff for her, she does stuff for you. And that's how it's supposed to go, not just 80-20 or 90-10 or 100 all the way. You know what I mean? And so um I'll say acts of service is now my fifth one and receiving gifts is fourth. Quality time is big for me. if we are in a relationship or building towards that, like I want to spend time with you. We don't have to spend 24/7 with each other. Like, of course, you have other duties and responsibilities. We're adults. Like, we have other things going on in our lives. But also, like, I'm big on spending time with you, whether it's going to dinner, going to lunch, or just a walk in the park, or just a quick grocery run. Like, oh, I'm running some errands. Like, oh, would you like some company? Like, what, I'm not doing anything right now, so let's go grocery shopping. Like, I will help you put up the groceries when we get to the house, and I can leave and have a great day, right? Um, go to the gym together, right? Or doing any extracurricular thing together as a couple, I am completely down for. Um, I love spending time with my person. I love spending time with my partner, and being around their presence and being around someone that I genuinely see in my life for the future. And I also want to say this: I am someone nowadays that as soon as we hit the talking stage, like I'm already thinking 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, because I'm at a point in my life now where I'm no longer in that phase of, oh, let's just see where it goes. And you're a vibe. So let's just hang out. Let's do this. Let's do that. And just see where it goes. No, I have the mindset of marriage. That's the goal. That's the end goal. Marriage and kids. And that's not what time that you're on. Then what we doing? And I am definitely one to question, like, hey, how are you feeling? How are you feeling this is going so far? What's on your mind? What are some things that you're catching on to that you may not like that I do or say or come across? Let's have that mutual understanding. Let's communicate. Let's talk, right? Rather than just, oh, we do this, do that, and then boom, then you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have time for that. And I'm just one of those people that, yeah, I'm already thinking miles ahead, even in the talking stage. Like, can I see this person? Can I see this person in my life? Can I see this person as my wife? Can I see this person as the mother of my kids? Can I see this person meeting my family? Can I see this person as one of the last faces that I see before God calls me home? And if those boxes get checked, like I'm locked in early, you know what I mean? Based off of those early conversations and the vibe, right? And so I don't know if that's a toxic thing. Let me know. But that's just how I feel. That's just where I'm at with it nowadays. And quality time is very big for me. But also physical touch. Like I'm big on touching my partner, like in a crazy way or like a rude manner, but like hugs, kisses, handshakes, not handshakes, but like holding hands. I'm definitely one of public display of affection. I used to not be like that, mostly because during those times I cared too much what people thought and said. So I used to shy away from that. But now go- I don't care, bro. Like what's mine is mine. I love this person. I am in love with this person. And I don't mind showing the world who my woman is, right? Holding hands, hugging, kissing. Like that's my lane. Like I'm big on physical touch in a relationship, in a partnership with someone, right? And so I am also a huge proponent for my number one, which is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation goes a long way for me personally. Like, okay, it's cool to, someone to show you that they love you. It's okay and cool and great and awesome and phenomenal that someone could do this and do that for you. And it's clearly shows this person loves you, but I need to hear it, right? I need to hear that you care. I need to hear that you love me. Like, this is simple things for me. I love you. I care about you. I support you. I'm so proud of you. Those four, you got me. Like, I need those moments because again, my mind is racing. Once something is done that normally does not happen, because like I'm one of those that pay attention to your schedule and what you do on a daily basis. And if you take your sister to work at 10 every single day and you you know what, I take that back. How about this? How about you always go to Starbucks right before work, get yourself some coffee, and fill up for today and get ready for today. And you always call me soon as you get to work to tell me that you got there safe. And boom, you do that 5 times out of that, 5 times out of the week because you work 5 days, right? And let's just say, for example, Monday you did it, Tuesday you did it, Wednesday, Thursday. But on this particular Friday, you went to Starbucks, but you didn't call me when you got home or when you got to work. And now all of a sudden I'm hearing from you on your lunch break. See, my mind is going now because you're breaking the routine. What you doing? What's the problem? What's the issue? What's his name? Who you entertaining? What's the other option? Because you always call me when you get to work. You always do these things. It's the little things to me that matter and makes my brain start to, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm one of those. Uh like I genuinely pay attention to everything. And I'm good at just like not saying anything at first. But once it start becoming like a repetitive thing, is like, okay, like we're gonna have to have a conversation. Like, what's going on? Like, is there something wrong? Is there an issue? Is it something that I did or said or whatever to make you have this switch up? What's going on? Let's be adults. Let's have a conversation. What is going on? And so, yeah, I'm real big on words of affirmation. Someone telling me these very important things that keeps me going, that I need to hear from my partner. And so uh I value that in a connection, knowing that I can depend on you in those moments where I'm so hard on myself about whatever I'm doing in my life. Like, you're there to say, dude, like, you got this going, you got that going, you got this doing going, you have this opportunity on the horizon. Like, what did you in your head about? Like, you are Kendrick McKnight. You are that guy. What are you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? That's what I need. That's what I want. That's what I value in someone. Someone to check me when I'm downing myself, or someone to check me when I'm on bullshit myself. Like, I don't mind being corrected when I'm wrong. Like, please put me in my place. Let me know if I'm messing up on any scale of what we have going on here. So now I know what to correct. Now I know not to do this anymore. Now I know not to say this anymore because it bothers you. You feel what I'm saying? And I'll oblige. No problem, no issue. Just let me know. And so, real big into those. I'm real big on someone, checking me, and also someone, willing to let me know about like how they're feeling and their emotion or any kind of vulnerability. And I'm real big on, trust, loyalty, and 1000% consistency. Like, consistency is the name of the game for me. Like, if you can't continue what we started 2 weeks ago, okay, like maybe I'm not the one for you. Maybe I'm not what you imagine, I guess you can say, or what I thought this could be. And so it's something that I definitely value and want someone to keep going, because if there's no consistency, in the beginning, there's no definitely not gonna be any consistency, when the actual partnership gets here. You feel what I'm saying? So it's one of those things, man. Definitely one of those things that I you know, take very seriously. That's how I choose to love. Those are my love languages in order, and trust, loyalty, consistency, and someone that's willing to check me when I'm doing wrong, or someone willing to calm me down and let me know, like, Kendrick, like, you're the shit, man. Like, you're doing it. You're doing it. Like, it's okay. Stop doubting yourself. Those are the things that I love when it comes to someone. Um, being heartbroken, it's 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 not the best feeling in the world, right? Obviously. And especially being heartbroken by someone that you just knew in your heart, knew in your soul that this was the one. You feel what I'm saying? You knew in your heart that this was the one for you. But you get beaten down, and just when you thought like, okay, maybe I've found the one. Maybe I need to redirect certain things. And as I try to dust myself off, like, what's the next step? It's learning. What's next is learning from this crazy experience of what you thought love was in this partnership that was, right? Um, what I've learned through heartbreak, it depends on who you're talking about. Because I've been heartbroken quite a few times by different women. Um, but what I can say from obviously experience, the top three things that I've learned through heartbreaks is that number one, as a man, it's very important to have and take initiative and be willing to lead. Um, I've never, before this particular relationship with this particular female, I never really been in a situation where I was directed that way. I never was told like or felt like I can lead or take initiative on things. Um, Again, going back to what I said earlier, it's your world and I'm just living in it, right? So I've never been that guy where it's like, we're going to dinner at 6 o'clock. Be ready. I'm gonna pull up at 5 or 5:30. I expect you to be ready. When I honk the horn, let's go. Like, that's initiative. You know what I mean? And I've never been that person. It's like, oh, what do you want for dinner? Whatever you want. Like, it's your world, and not inserting my opinion or feel like I need to say anything, because I'm here for you. And so, um, yeah, just taking more of a lead and taking more of an initiative on things as a man should in a partnership, um, is something that I learned within a previous partnership with someone. Just being that guy that is willing to let his woman feel safe and be willing to know like okay he got it like I'm in control. Like you don't have to lift a finger. Like you're good. Like I got you. I got us. You know, and that's what I'm striving to be. Because again, um, without my dad, like I never had someone to sit me down and say, "Hey, this is what you need to do for a woman. This is what you." Again, I'm literally learning as I go. Like I've never had someone to say, like, "This is what you need to do. This is what you have to say, come across to keep a woman in your life." I'm learning as I go. I'm learning as I enter this woman's life, enter this woman's life, and enter this woman's life. It's like, oh, okay. Never heard that before. Okay, I never really been told that. I never really been aware that I was supposed to do that. Like, oh, okay, interesting. Um, so it's a process. It's an interesting process. And I'm honored, I'm blessed, I'm privileged to have learned these valuable lessons, and regardless of the heartbreak is like it was what it was. I appreciate you, for the memories that we did have, and, have fun with your life. Like, I appreciate you, you know, even though it was you that left, yes, I was hurt by it, but in the end, like, I learned a valuable lesson from it. So everything is a lesson. Everything is a learning experience. So I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate the moments that we had and continue with your life. And I learned this valuable lesson from you. So I appreciate you. Taking more of initiative um would definitely be number one thing that I've learned from heartbreak. Number two, taking your time with someone is very, very important. Um, just because the vibe and the camaraderie, the chemistry is great through the phone or FaceTime or anything like that, that doesn't mean that it's going to be the same vibe in person, right? Especially if it's long distance. And that's the mistake that I made a couple relationships ago where me and this particular female, we were talking for a good 4, 4.5, 5 months. Then I finally met her in person, and within a week, like, I immediately made things official, not really, taking my time, getting to know her in person and going on more days, going on more outings to build that camaraderie, building that chemistry together in person before making that decision, and before making that leap of putting this as a together thing or putting a label on it. Um, Looking back, that was one of my biggest mistakes within that situation. And who knows if I would have took my time and properly got to know her and all these great things. Who knows? We'll probably be still together to this day. We'll never know. But again, it's a valuable lesson. I appreciate that. One of the very few relationships or any situationship that I've had with females where I was the one that willingly left. That's super rare. That is super rare for anything. For me to leave someone, that's how you know, like, I'm fed up and I'm done and I'm just like, it's a wrap. But majority of the time, every situationship or partnership that I've ever had is that person leaves. And so, um, I can count on my one hand how many times I've left situations. But, yeah, that's just who I am. Like, I believe in working it out. If we can't this is how I look at it, right? If we cannot handle situations as far as like miscommunication, arguments, disagreements, or just having those negative moments together and not being able to work it out just as a couple, then what makes you think we can handle that as a married couple? You feel what I'm saying? Because again, the goal is marriage. The goal is having kids. And if we can't handle these things, handle tough conversations, not being able to handle each other's attitudes and anything like that as a couple, we'll never make it into a marriage at all. And I believe in working it out. Period. Oh, you're mad, so I'm mad, and I'm just gonna go over here and wait until you're not mad anymore, and then try to have a whole nother conversation and as if nothing ever happened. I'm not with that. Let's have a conversation. Let's be adults. Um, you tell me how I, did you wrong or made you feel, and I tell you how you made me feel. And we can agree to disagree and just having those internal moments to build our connection even more and even more. You feel what I'm saying? That's the kind of guy that I am. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or just spread our business to my friends or family members only for them to look at you crazy because nine times out of ten they're gonna take my side of it. You know, at the end of the day, our people are gonna look out for us. Yeah, it's cool for my people to meet you. Yeah, it's cool for your people to meet me, but at the end of the day, whose side they gonna be on? You know what I mean? So it's already biasness in it already. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe in keeping our business, and I'm just super private about mine. You know what I mean? What goes on between us stays there. You know. So, but yeah, number two, taking my time getting to know someone, um, and thoroughly getting to know someone. Like I said, that situation have a couple relationships ago, and I learned from that, right? So my last relationship, we went on like 9 dates or 8 dates or 9 or maybe 10 dates before I made things official. Before I made things official, we went on 9 to 10 dates, getting to know, getting to know, having those moments, having those conversations. You know what I mean? So as you go, man, you learn and learn and learn and be a better version of Kendrick each and every single time. Every situation is a learning experience. Every single one. And so um yeah, that was pretty cool um to experience and learning that and moving that into my that particular relationship. But my third thing that I learned from my heartbreak, mm, the importance of communicating the negativity, if that makes sense. Us as men, we don't like coming to our woman and say like I can't handle this, or I don't think I'll be able to do this for you, or maybe I don't have what it takes to do this for you, or man, I'm running short on this. Like, can you help me out here? Or I know you want to go here, but I just don't have it right now. Would you rather, do this and I can handle that? Or do you mind still going here, but you're going to have to pay for it? You feel what I'm saying? So, learning how to communicate how you feel, even if it comes across as negative, if that truly makes sense. Um, like for example, to try to get you guys to understand, um, I was talking to someone for a long time, and um, just she was real big on, you know, financial situation, due to, past stuff. And that's a very important aspect within a relationship, right? And ultimately marriage. How do you manage your money, how you spend your money, and being able to save and being able to do this and do that. And the job that I had at the time was trash. And trying to take care of this, trying to take care of that, trying to take care of this as well, and just dealing with the scraps later. Like it's a hard thing. And there's certain aspects where um I couldn't take care of certain things for her, that she wanted out of me, um which in turn she had to take care of this, she had to take care of that. I didn't feel like waiting on you, so I'm gonna just do this, but I expect you to pay me back. And I could not do these things. And rather than have those conversations with her and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling, I don't think I'll be able to take care of you right now, but we can work on a plan to do this or do that. Rather than do that, I just decided not to say anything just out of pride. And I would say not saying anything due to not being scared, but just being um feeling like feeling like a letdown in a sense. Like, damn, I can't even do this. I can't even do that. Like, I'm pretty sure she's already thinking further down the line. If you can't do this for me, you probably can't do this later on. You know what I mean? And so that, you know, was part of the reasons why she eventually let things go. And so, um, yeah, being able to communicate how you truly feel, not trying to put on this facade that you have it all together and you don't. And rather than not say anything at all, like communicate, say how you feel, say what's going on with you. So this person doesn't feel left out in the cold, that you don't care about this, or you don't care about you not paying her back. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what it comes across as if you don't talk about it or speak on it. And so it's really important. You feel what I'm saying? Um, that's just where I'm at with it. Those are the biggest things that I've learned. Um, it was it was a nice day. Um, it was a it was a nice not a nice day, but it was an interesting time. Interesting time for sure. And you know, you live and you learn, and that was that. It is what it is, man. Everything is a valuable lesson, and you move forward. Thirdly, got a question for you guys. Can you outgrow someone and still love them? That's a tough question, right? Can you outgrow someone and still love them? Meaning that even though this person hurt you, even though this person may have cheated, maybe they just f- fell out of love with you or anything like that, and they split their ways, can you still love them from afar? And that's a tough question for me because, yeah, I've been hurt. Yeah, I've been heartbroken. Yet I can't just forget about the memories. I can't just forget about the moments or the feelings this person gave me. Um, so I feel like it's a yes for me. Um, yeah, I've outgrown the situation, even though this situation hurt me, even though this person did this to me or that to me. Like I still appreciate you because again, I'm learning lessons as I go. Without you, I would have never learned this, right? Without you, I would have never been able to do this, right? Without you, I would have never traveled to this place. Without you, I would have never done this that I always told myself that I always wanted to do, but I just never did it. But because of you pushing me in a nice way, of course, like, hey, let's do this. And we did it. Like I'm appreciative of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blind. I appreciate you. Um, Even though you left, like I get it. You have to do what you have to do for you. And I just wasn't enough for you at the time or forever. I still love you for that. I still have love for you for these intangible moments that we shared. Um, and what memory that we had um in those moments. You feel what I'm saying? And so yeah, 1000%. I can outgrow someone and still have love for them. That doesn't mean that I still want you. That doesn't mean that I still think about you 24/7 because I don't. But it's like I appreciate you. Thank you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? My love for someone just don't just magically go away. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just not that kind of guy. Like it was what it was. It is what it is. And let's move forward like adults. You know what I mean? Like I thank you for everything. I appreciate you. And yeah, it's a like I said, it's a hard thing, especially if somebody did something horrible to you or anything like that. But everybody has their opinion, thoughts on that, and just different perspectives on being able to still love even through hurt. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't got too much on that one. Yeah, I can still love someone or have love for someone and outgrow them, you know? So absolutely. Fourthly and lastly, man, being a safe space for someone and not the storm is very important for me. It's a very important aspect in a relationship and a partnership for me. If I cannot be someone that you can be safe with, then what we doing? If I don't feel like you can be a safe space for me, like what we doing? You feel what I'm saying? Like we're just statues. We're just not gonna like do anything for each other. And feel like we can't be vulnerable with each other. And like, that's not for me. Like I want to be soft with my partner, and I want my partner to be soft with me. That's the whole point. That's what we're doing here, right? And building that chemistry when we can let our guard down and let that shield down that I always have up. And I can finally let it down and be like, oh, okay, I can actually talk to this person. I can actually just be me and be Kendrick and be this person that I always shied away from being around other women. But I can do this with you. And that's another way to my heart. If I can speak about certain things that I don't talk to anybody about, and I feel safe doing it, and I can feel like you're not judging, and I can feel like you're taking everything in and you're processing and you're giving me honest advice, not in a demeaning way, like, okay, okay, you are mine. You are my wife to be and mother of my kid to be. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, those things I love, absolutely love, and you know, not being someone's storm is very important. You know, it's a hard thing. I'm pretty sure not just for women, but for men as well, to come home and feel like you can't talk about your day to your partner. That's such a hard pill to swallow, right? When something happens in your life, something funny or something harsh or something that just comes to your head, your first initial thing to do is call your husband, call your wife and tell them about it. If you feel that you can't do that, then just let it go, right? Just let it go. The whole point. Again, I get the fact that there's other people in your life, but I have the mindset of once we are together, it's not about you anymore. It's about us. Like, of course, you're still gonna do your individual things, to make sure you're good as well. But once we're locked in, we're locked in. Like, you can't continue to think about yourself. Um, like I've been in situations where, um, well, I'll say this: I don't mind having someone in my life that is a that thinks about themselves first. That's fine, because at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we are good individually before we can be there for someone else as a partner. But I also am big on intentions and being considerate of myself, and of your partner, right? Um, if you are going out with your girls and you know that I'm not the type of person to go out or drink or be at these crazy places, and you know that my history with people that drink that I care about, and you know you text me constantly and say, I'm doing good, you're doing this, you're doing that, so and so is doing this, so and so is doing that, you're keeping up with me. Like, I thank you, I appreciate that. um that's intention, that is consideration. Like, you're letting me know what you're doing, how you're doing. Like, it's okay. I'm on my way home. I'll call you when I get home. Or rewind, you're on your way there. We just got here. Boom, 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 boom. And like, do you like, I appreciate that. Thank you. You're letting me know how you're feeling, what you're doing, and you're considering me into your outing. You feel what I'm saying? Versus, I'm gonna give you guys an example and let me know if I'm in the wrong here. My last relationship, actually, um, it was a Friday night. I'll never forget. for as long as I live, I'll never forget this. Um, I think it was around like last October, November, something like that. And this is before we were official. And she had went to a birthday celebration for one of her friends, and she traveled almost hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours to get there. And I knew nothing about it until she literally got there. Here's the thing. Um, the story that I got is that earlier in the week, she was told that there's a possibility for her birthday party. Nothing was concrete, right? So due to that, she never told me about it. Um, which is fine. You know what I mean? Um, whatever. So Friday gets here. We're talking throughout the day, which is normal. Um, and then I don't hear from her for, man, at least 3 or 4 hours, which is very uncharacteristic for her to do. So I'm just like, what's going on? What's the issue? What's the problem? You know what I mean? And so um maybe even 5 now that I think about it. And she finally gets back with me and said, "Oh, I'm at so and so." I'm just like, "So you didn't think to like let me know about that before you went there?" Um from her perspective, she was just like, "You should just be glad that I told you." And I'm just like, "I appreciate you telling me, but you could have told me much earlier." So this that entire hour, hour and a half, 2.5 hours, you didn't just think to call me for a good 5 minutes and say, "Hey, oh, I'm going to so and so birthday party and I'm staying at um, so and so's house. Uh, I apologize, I didn't tell you in advance. It was just so last minute. Um, da 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 da." And you're cramming all this information into me at once, and I'm supposed to just be okay with it. Like, hold up, like, wait a minute, let's back up. Let's have some dialogue. I have some questions. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to just like let this go. Like, oh, you should just be glad that I told you. Okay, that's cool. But at the same time, it would be nice to know that earlier in the week that there was a possibility of a party. So that let me know ahead of time, like, okay, I'm not gonna hear from her for this amount of time. Um, lets me know, like, okay, cool. Like, do what you gotta do. Have fun. Lets me know that, okay, you're gonna be in good hands. You're safe. You feel what I'm saying? Um, great. Versus having me think like there's something wrong, or again, going back, I'm an overthinker, guys. I'm an overthinker. So going back to what I said again earlier with the routine thing, we always had a routine. We talked throughout the day because she had to work. And then there was long stretches where I didn't hear from her, but that was natural because of her job. And then later on, maybe around like 7, 8, something like that, I normally hear back from her. I didn't hear from back from her. So now it's just like, okay, like what's going on? What's this picture? You feel what I'm saying? And literally at like 10, 11, I'm supposed to just be okay with the fact that, oh, like, oh yeah, I'm at so and so's birthday party and I'm staying at so and so's house and I just come back to the city tomorrow and that's it. When and I'm not supposed to feel a way about it. Okay, okay. And that was kind of like, in my opinion, I feel like that was kind of like the start of the downfall between her and I. Um, I guess the way I handled it, or just the way I came across when I was just asking questions, like, "What's you could have just told me earlier, much earlier." I understand it was last minute and it wasn't set in stone until literally the day of. But like I said, throughout that entire drive, nothing clicked in your head to say, hey, let me call my boyfriend or my soon to be boyfriend and say, hey, I'm going to, you feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's okay. Relax. I understand I didn't text you at this is this and that time, but I'm okay. Relax. I know you. I'll text you once I get there. Cool. Love you. Bye. Boom. So simple. So fucking simple. You know what I mean? And so, um, yeah, yeah. That's an example of what I'm talking about. But just being someone's safe space, being someone's um just being able to be someone's peace is the goal for me, and being able to um excuse me, and being able to be there for someone as much as they're there for me, right? And so, and just having that stability, man, just having that stability within a relationship is definitely key. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, finding love, episode 5. This was good. This was pretty interesting. Um, just a little quick update from me. I am in a space now where, am I looking for love? Mm, yes and no. But at the same time, I am someone who's not going to rush anything at all. I wanted that chemistry and that camaraderie to come naturally and not forceful. And my biggest fear when it comes to love is ending up alone and not getting that marriage and not getting those kids. That's my biggest fear when it comes to just life, not just love, but just life. Not achieving that, arguably my biggest goal on my dream list. Like, of course, I have podcasting. Of course, I had graduating college, buying my new car, acting, doing a TED talk, doing these other things. Those are cool individual goals. But my all around biggest goal in life is to have that marriage, have those kids, and live happily ever after. And if I don't achieve that, that's heartbreaking for me. Like I need that. Like I want that very much so. And like I said, am I looking currently? Yes and no. But at the same time, um, I'm not blind. I'm not oblivious. Like I know what I want, and I'm not willing to sacrifice what I don't like or don't want in a partner. Um, and just accept anything just because I don't want to be lonely. Like I can't do that. Like I have to stand on something, right? And so, are there options? Sure. Sure. If I press the gas on it, like it could be, but at the same time, it has to be reciprocal. Again, consistency. If I see there's consistency, then I'm gonna press the gas harder. Then if it's not consistent, then I'm gonna let go of it and just let it be on autopilot till it stopped by itself. Um, and then the only way it gets back to going again if this person comes back. Like I'm not gonna continue to put so much energy in something that's dead, or just not as alive as much as I want it to be. You know what I mean? And so, um, yeah, that's just where I'm at with it now. Again, going back to what I said that I learned, taking initiative, being that leader for someone and saying, "Hey, how do you feel about this? I'm thinking about doing this. How do you feel about it?" Right? And I had that moment earlier today where it's just like, okay, I never thought about it like that. Let me go in my bag and just throw a question out there and just see where it goes. I haven't done it yet, but I'm just saying I had that thought. You know what I'm saying? I thought about that and I was just like, oh, that kind of ties into what I said earlier about initiative and all that great things. And so, yeah, I am excited for my future. I'm excited for what God has in store for me. If I find love very soon, cool, great, awesome. If I don't find love until 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 30, you feel what I'm saying? That's fine too. You know what I mean? That's fine too. Um, I am excited for what God has for me, whether that's within my career or in a partner. So, again, buckle up your seatbelt, be ready. It's a bumpy ride. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, but I'm a good dude. I'm a good man, and I do what I can for someone, and I do my best. Am I perfect? Hell no. But at the same time, I know who I am, and I know what I bring to the table, and I know that I would bring the laughs, I would bring the smiles, I would bring the sarcasm, I would bring the uh raging because I'm a rager. I play video games. I'm a rager. Even just watching sports and my team loses, I'm a rager. Get ready, football Sunday, baby. You feel what I'm saying? And I have all of these intangibles and I have these cool qualities, and I just know who I am. And I say in full confidence that, and that's also too like a pet peeve of mine. I do not like being compared to other people, other guys that you've dated or talked to or messed around with, because I know for a fact, within full confidence, I can say you've never met someone like me before. I know it. Um, whether it's the way I talk, the way I carry myself, the way I do certain things, or just me being me, like you've never felt this vibe before. And I know it. Whether we work out or not, you're gonna remember me. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna remember me. And so that's not arrogance, that's not cockiness, that's not my ego boosting, but it's just honest. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just something that I've been told. Like you know what I mean? So absolutely, I could have options. You guys will never know. Again, I'm very private about mine and what could be. Um, the day that I publicize any woman that I'm talking to or am with, that lets you know, like, you know, I'm locked down. You feel what I'm saying? I only publicize women that I am with or in a full blown relationship with. And so that's if I even do that. Because again, I'm very private as a person. The world doesn't need to know what's going on between us but us or your very close people, family, friends, coworkers. And so um, that's just where I'm at with it. Um, that's just where I stand on when it comes to a potential partnership with someone. And um, I'm a lover boy. I'm a lover man, excuse me. And I love hard and get ready. And so, um, yeah, I'm just Kendrick. And this was Beneath the Surface with Kendrick. Episode 5. You feel what I'm saying? This was a great one. This was pretty good. I love this one. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. again, just putting my voice out there, talking about certain things that I normally don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? And so this was another cool episode, episode 5, and looking very forward to my next couple videos that I have planned. Two of them are with people. I done told you guys who's going to be next, and I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this vibe. I'm loving this just journey that I'm on, and not just in life, but also with the podcast. And man, this was pretty daggone cool. This was cool. I love it. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Till my next video, man. Yes, sir.